Hello everyone, my name is Robert Martinez and today I'm going to be unboxing the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm super excited. I didn't get one at launch. I actually got one from the Best Buy website and so I barely got it. I have not opened it yet. This is me opening it for the very first time. Alright everyone, so here I am. I got this Nintendo Switch in the box and now we're going to open it. We have a nice pristine box. Here we have the entire Switch box. It got the Mario Kart bundle. So here we have the front of the box. It has the Nintendo Switch logo as well as the Mario Kart bundle. It says full game download. So the back has another picture of the Nintendo Switch 2. And the box feels very pristine. It feels very great to touch. And on the side, it shows off the new kickstand as well as multiple people playing with the Switch. And on the other side, it has a handheld mode. I have to figure out how to open this. Okay, so I found a little tab right here. Alright, how do I? Alright, so there's a little tab on the bottom to pull it open. So we're gonna open it like this. Boom. So you can see right here, we have the body of the Switch and we have the new Joy-Cons. Alright, so we're going to take everything out. Here we have the body and both of the Joy-Cons. Alright, so if we pull off this, there's more stuff underneath, but as well as there's wires and things inside here. We have an HDMI cord. And we have some little grip things to help with the mouse controls. Inside this part of the box, we have another thing for controls. We have some wires. We have some more wires. And this should be the dock. Alright, now after getting everything out of the bag, I'm going to open everything. Ooh, that was slick. Here we have the dock, and wow, it looks so good. Here we can see the new stand. And here we have these two new controllers. I'm gonna go ahead and slide them on. Oh wait, actually no, we don't slide them on. I totally forgot about that. They click on the sides. Ooh, that went in nicely. Wow. This screen is so much bigger compared to my normal Switch. Here, we can unbox the dock. And the dock looks so much more smooth and sleek, and I really like the dock. And this is the HDMI cable. Ooh, and here's the grip. Like you put both of these inside and you can play together. You open this. Oh. And these are the side. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I just discovered you can click this back button to kick it off to make it unmagnetized. So you can also put this in here. So you put this on. And these wires are the last thing to be unboxed. So these buttons move very well. Everything's very pristine and nice. And then the screen is very big and shiny. And I like it a lot. But it's very big compared to the Switch 2. To the Switch 1. Here's an up close look at the stand. One of my favorite things about the Nintendo Switch 2 is that it has a USB-C on the bottom and it has one on the top. Here is the last of the wires. We've now unboxed everything. You can put this in here. Ooh, this has such a nice slick feel to it. I'm very impressed. After docking the Switch 2 and turning it on, I had to do a system transfer to get the old data from my Switch 1 to my Switch 2. And in all honesty, the transfer did take a while. Once everything was finished, I was given the opportunity to change my Mii, but ultimately I decided to make another one that fit my current look. They also gave me the opportunity to make my gaming avatar into my favorite Pokemon, Chespin. Here's a look at the user interface for the Switch 2. It does look pretty similar to the Switch 1, but overall it works and it is very effective. And if you're wondering if everything successfully transferred over, it did. Here's all my old photos. And also, here's my old virtual game cards. If you have a Nintendo Online subscription like I do, then that means that you have access to so many Nintendo classics, which means you can play games from the Nintendo 64 and other consoles. Personally, my favorite game is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which is something I was looking forward to playing. Mario Kart World is a Switch 2 exclusive. It came bundled with the console, and I highly recommend it for anyone who is interested in getting the Switch 2. It is a fun game. If you have Pokémon Scarlet or Pokémon Violet, the game comes with a free update for the Nintendo Switch 2. Here is some footage from the Switch 1 which showcases the frame drops and overall how the game runs on the Nintendo Switch 1. This windmill is a great representation of how the game is a little rough around the edges with the Switch 1. However, once we go over to the Switch 2, the game runs smooth as butter. Everything looks way better, and it is an overall upgrade to the game's performance. Since the Switch 2 is way more powerful, more Pokemon can spawn in at once, which means shiny hunting can be way easier. Here's the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2, which showcases the difference. Wow, there's so many Pokemon spawning. The game is so much smoother. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom also had an update for the Switch 2. this update was paid, but also came with brand new features such as an increased frame rate and even a system in Tears of the Kingdom where you can get your designs that you've made and share them across the world. This is the design I got from the internet. I got it online. On the left of the screen is my phone. This is how I imported the design into the game, but you can also use your phone for navigation and helping you find useful items within the game. If you go to certain locations within the Switch 2 version, you can unlock voice notes, which helps contribute to overall world building.
The house where Coco lives. She picked such an abundance of flowers for me that we decided to make garlands with them. She said she would teach her little sister Kotla how to make them as well. Seeing her work so hard stirred memories of when Mother taught me how to weave garlands together, though I found it very difficult at first and may have even cried in frustration.
The last bit of gameplay I wanted to show you was from Pokemon Legends ZA, which also has a Switch 2 version. Overall, I enjoyed the game. I will be making more videos about it, so make sure to tune into those. My final thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2 is that it is a very powerful console. The upgrade from the Switch 1 was worth it because the games and new features make the games feel more alive. I highly recommend getting the Mario Kart World Bundle if you're going to get the console. But that is all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, bye!